Hey guys, and welcome to episode 35 of the Entirely X Gaming Podcast. I'm your host with the most, Mike Spindler. Gamer tag is XIMIK392IX. And returning this week, we have our resident from across the pond, Ben Frampton.
Sup guys, gamer tag Nareem, Nereme.
And we have Cotton Eye Joe. Get it?
Crunchberries.
Give the people your gamer tag, Joe.
Oh, Cool Kid Joe.
See?
And yeah.
Now, Joe brought up a little segment that we had a couple episodes back. It's probably been a while. I think we're going to rename it, though. I like his name a little bit more. So, Joe, what is it?
What'd you waste your money on this week, guys?
Yeah, so, a.k.a. Gadget Time, but I like Joe's way more. Let us know what you think. Before we start our Gamescom talk, we kind of wanted to lead in with this. So, what did everyone buy this week? Ben, why don't we start with you?
Nothing physical, but Madden Ultimate Team is a recurring problem I have. It's trying to replace
That's good.
the
It's okay,
sticker
Ben.
collection part of my life, or the trading card collection. Like, I just need something with shiny things in it, basically.
Oh, I get you.
So yeah, nothing too much. I won't take up too much time. Ultimate Team steals all my monies. How about you, Joe?
I got the physical copies for Xbox of Mother Gunship, the Shenmue Double Pack, and F1 2018.
Oh, very nice.
I went to Best Buy this week and I splurged a little bit on 4K Steelbooks.
What'd you get?
All three Avengers movies and Deadpool 2.
Oh, I still have not seen Deadpool 2. I gotta watch it.
Started watching it the other day, but I fell asleep because it was late.
Oh.
But yeah, those Steelbooks, not cheap.
Not cheap at all, man.
$35 each.
A
Ooh.
piece? Oh,
Yeah, a
that's
piece.
rough.
You can probably make
man.
your own steelbook for less than that.
Probably. And
Yeah.
I've been working on paying off my Spider-Man PS4 Pro console.
Oh, see, if you were doing it, I think I got to do it, right? We could be matching.
Did you pre-order it?
Yeah. I just don't know if I want to keep it.
Yeah, I'm kind of on that same boat too. Like,
Yeah.
I think like if someone offers me like more than what I paid for it in the GameStop as I'm purchasing it, I'd probably sell it to them because I already
That's where
have
I'm
a Pro.
at. Yeah, same here. Yep. I don't know. Yeah. It'll be a game time decision. We'll see.
I'm actually going to jump in here and
Yeah.
ask Joe when he became an F1 fan. Or is it that you can turn the difficulty right down and just slap through the races?
Actually, I am a collector and I have a complete library of Xbox One games. So that released on disc. So I have to buy it to keep it complete.
So,
That makes sense.
So
It makes sense.
nothing to do with the cars, nothing to do with the sport
Nothing
as a
to do
whole.
with it at all. Just pure expensive collecting.
Now,
It's why I buy all the Tour de France games too. You think I have a thing for cycling?
You know what? I thought you did. You know, I thought you were all about that yellow jersey.
And the ball cancer.
yeah. Now, does F1 release in North America?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Makes it a little easier to get.
Oh yeah, definitely. Is it 18 or 19 this year? Because you know how those games are like a year ahead.
A year ahead? So it's got to be
Sometimes-
19, I think?
Well, I know the EA ones are.
Yeah. I don't know. Sports.
I didn't even.
That was last week's
20.
episode.
2018, I think, is the new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, F1 2018 is the newest game.
Yep. Okay,
Oh.
so I got it right.
Good job. All right. Well, I don't have that many things, but since it was Gamescom last week, we're going to be talking about Gamescom. The special Gamescom Controller on Xbox Design Lab. Got one of those bad boys. The black and silver faded.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
I know.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna order one of those. And,
Yeah, you definitely should.
Well, I want a million gamer score controller that I'm just gonna get
Ooh.
one achievement with, and it's like the last one. And
You
I
got to
wanna
do it with
frame
that one, man.
I think I want to do it with that one because it's special, it's limited edition. I won't be able to get it after that.
Yep.
And I actually want to put it in like a little glass display case with the game that I'm going to do it with and maybe hang it on my wall.
That'd be really cool. Now, we should say, I forgot the date that it goes until, because it is like about a month, I want to say, that it's available.
The end of September.
Yeah. So yeah, a little over a month to grab this controller, and it is $90 if you get it engraved, right? I'm pretty sure is what the price was.
Not only that, but I'm obviously gonna get it engraved. I gotta get grippies.
Yeah.
And
yeah, all that stuff. So it's a little pricey, but I think it's worth it for this limited run, and it does look really nice. So had to do it. Had to get another controller because that's how I just need them.
What does that bring the grand total up to now?
All the monies.
It's somewhere 50 somewhere in there.
Whew.
So yeah, somewhere.
Do you have
around
like
there.
a bucket of them somewhere?
No, I have stands for every single one.
Jesus.
Yes. Yeah, they get displayed nice and pretty. The biggest pain though, and that's why I like Joe's glass thing the most, is dusting those things off. It takes like an hour. Why? They just attract dust if you don't use them. So, but
nooks and
yeah,
crannies to get dust into.
Yeah.
Well.
Oh, it's a pain. So let's move on to a little something extra. And like I said, last week was Gamescom 2018, and we wanted to go over everything, not all the big stuff that came out of the Xbox side, and a little PlayStation stuff in here. So where do we want to start, boys? How do we want to tackle this? As I guess, conference? To me, it didn't feel like last year's Gamescom, where it was a bigger deal for Microsoft, I think. This year it felt a little more laid back, and it just kind of...
This felt more like if big reveals at E3 are the full game, this felt like a small DLC.
Yeah, that's the best way to... Yeah, I like that. The DLC of E3.
Yeah. So, adding a bit more onto a lot of the subjects that we've already heard a bit about, giving us a little bit of extra feed about some of the games that we're quite excited about.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's one particular topic that I'm going to go mental about, so we'll save that for later.
We'll get there. It's okay, Ben.
Yeah.
The first one, and I think this is pretty cool and really overdue, but it's still good. It's coming. Halo Master Chief Collection is coming to Game Pass, and that 4K update is coming soon. I think that's huge. Master Chief Collection alone is worth $10 a month paying for Game Pass, because that's 5 different games, 6,000 gamer score.
It's so expensive physically now too. Do you see how much it costs?
Yep, I got 2 copies.
It's $40 pre-owned at GameStop now.
Yep,
it's starting to get rare.
Yeah. Oh no. So $10 a month. It's looking pretty good. Game Pass is just looking even better. Keep bolstering it with good titles like this. But more importantly, I think, is that 4K update that's going to drop. I think it's going to be insane, and it's going to definitely draw me back into it.
Again, just because you hadn't played those things.
No. I mean, come on, Ben. Who doesn't play all 5 Halos once a year? Come on.
Most of the world.
You got to do it. Then a kind of big one. PUBG leaving game preview November.
What changes when they leave preview?
It goes to 1.0.
Right.
So it bumps up to what the PC version. A lot of in-game bugs, stuff like that. They officially come out of game preview, so I believe the price is going up to 50, or is it saying 30?
No, it's going to stay 30. The physical release that they're also coming out with that day is also $30.
Okay.
And that cool controller.
Yeah, the controller looks pretty cool. I like it.
I like the grips on the triggers. That actually might be good for you when you play Fortnite.
Yeah.
Every
different battle royale
gamer.
But yeah.
And your hands are getting all sweaty.
Oh, super sweaty all day.
Super spaghetti.
Can I have the floor for a second?
Oh, go ahead. It's all yours.
950,000 Gamerscore giveaway is actually a digital copy of PUBG. So,
Ooh. Now,
yeah.
how close are we to that, Joe?
We are currently, as of recording, 24,200 away.
Ooh, it's coming up quick.
Countdown begins.
Yeah. I'm probably not going to get it in the next 7 days when the game is ready, but I'll pin the tweet to my Twitter, like at the top of the page. It's at CoolKidJoeXBL. Just follow and retweet myself and Entirely X. Is it Entirely _ X?
Entirely _
X. Yeah.
Okay.
Nailed it.
And I will give that away. It's not going to be in the next week though. So if you're kind of cheap to if you're feeling pretty cheap to buy that, I got you. Maybe.
Just keep tuned, keep watching, keep listening.
Always.
Check Joe's Twitter thing every day. There we go. I'm going to be that guy.
Yeah. Every day.
Attention,
you should always be always
put the
looking.
work in.
Now, Joe, are you going to get the controller?
It's already pre-ordered.
Look at you.
I am just on it like white on rice.
Mike's got some competition.
That's pretty good. I know. I'm going to have to get that one now, too.
Would that not be betraying your franchise, Mike?
It would, but it gives me a slight advantage with those grips on the triggers. So, I think I'll allow it.
Okay.
Yeah. And it does look actually pretty nice. So, as a collector, even if I don't use it, put it on a stand. Make it look pretty. It'll be fine. Don't judge me, Ben. God.
I'll judge you hard, but Joe understands, so at least you got one sympathetic here.
Yeah. And, after PUBG, Devil May Cry 5 gameplay. And probably for the first time, I was actually interested in Devil May Cry. It looked pretty fluid and fun.
This game looks amazing.
It looks gorgeous. I cannot wait.
Like, everything just... I have only played a little bit of 4, and it was really challenging, and I'm sure this is no different, but everything just looks so, fluid.
Yep. Yeah, that's the first thing I noticed when they started that big fight with... I don't even know what the hell the name of the thing was. It was just a big-ass fucking monster. Looked awesome.
All crashing through, buildings and shit.
Yeah. Looked incredible. Yeah, what about you, Ben? Are you interested in, did you see the gameplay? Does it push you one or the other way?
Devil May Cry is one of these really interesting franchises for me because I played a shitload of one of the demos for Devil May Cry, and it was Devil May Cry 3 or 4, I think it was, and basically I got really, really into it, and then the game didn't come out for ages.
Right.
And I sort of lost interest, or I was playing something else when that came out, and I never got around to it. So it's one of the franchises that I sort of missed out on. And
yeah,
I
would say the same thing. I just never got into it. Yeah.
I think it could be one of the ones that I start into this franchise with, but I know what kind of game this is. This is a Japanese sort of styled, complete everything, do it on the hardest difficulty, find all the secrets, unlock every combo, never get hit sort of game. And I have a lot of franchises that I do that take a lot of time. And while this looks amazing, I am worried that if I start this, that's basically all the time I will ever have accounted for.
Yeah. No, I get that. I think I'm probably going to pick it up because that demo they were playing, they were playing it right on stage. Or, it was gameplay of it, I guess. It looked absolutely incredible. And it didn't look too Japanese. And I don't know if that sounds bad or not, but...
No. I mean more just that, they have letter ratings for the levels that you do based on
you got to get that SS rank. Yeah.
This is the one.
Yeah,
I'm game for that, but
oh, it's gonna be a little time sink.
It's gonna be me doing Castlevania all over again.
I was actually impressed with this gameplay because, like we said, I haven't really ever dove into that franchise, so maybe I'm gonna jump in. And then yeah, anything else with Devil May Cry for you, Joe? Yes, no.
No, I mean, like you said, like it looks like kind of I think it's that perfect blend of like Western gaming and Eastern gaming where it really appeals to both.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
This one specifically. The other ones you can definitely look at it and say, yeah, that's a Japanese game. This one, yeah, I'm excited. They have a release date for it? I don't think I saw one.
March 8th, I think.
Ooh, man.
Is that another game in March?
Yeah, that's going to be a tough quarter, man. Holy shit.
That basically just accounts for all my birthday money. Easily, like every time. Everything that I get, sorted on my, and it's the worst part is it's after my birthday as well, so people won't even buy me them as presents.
Yeah, no one likes you enough.
No. Nobody loves me.
Well, I guess speaking of presents, Microsoft will have a couple bundles for you to get potentially. All the bundles in the fucking world.
I
Forza
believe all these have X and S bundles.
They do.
Also,
that's actually kind of interesting.
It is very cool. I like it.
Because that might be the point.
I know the Horizon 4 one. The X also comes with Forza Motorsport 7, so you get twice the Forza.
Yeah. It's still pretty cool. What was the price point on it, Joe?
I imagine it's $500, like standard MSRP. MSRP? Which one is it?
Yes. MSRP? I guess.
Yeah. MSRP.
Yeah. I'm trying to look real quick just to see if I see anything, but I think you are right. The other ones, the X will be $500.
When does Battlefield V come
out? This September.
October 19th.
October, yeah.
Oh,
yep.
Damn. Too soon, damn it.
Joe is right. It is $500 for the 1 terabyte Xbox One X, with which we should list the games that have these: Forza Horizon 4, Battlefield 5, Fallout 76, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider. All of those you can get the X for $500 with the game you want, or the S 1 terabyte for $300.
And the Battlefield 5 is actually a special edition.
It is a special edition. The
first one.
Ahead. Yeah.
It's special gold color. Like it's gold to black, kind of like a fade.
Is that a reference to Bad Company?
Gold Rush. It's actually called the Xbox One X Special Edition Gold Rush.
And it also comes with Battlefield 1943, which I assume is the Xbox 360 backwards compatible version.
Yep. I would assume that it's just back compat.
Which, that's actually a pretty easy 200 gamer score. It just takes a little bit of time.
Little boosting, yeah. It looks like the Scorpio Edition. The Scorpio Edition actually goes from like a light gray to a black in reverse.
What?
On the X, yeah.
Does it?
Yep. I'm looking at it right now.
Color.
Nope. It's like a light gray on the right, and it fades like to dark black.
Hold on. It fades to black, does it, Mike?
It's. I wouldn't call it black. It's just like a really dark gray, kinda. I'm staring at it right now, so.
Okay.
But
no, it's got like the divots in it or whatever. The divots are black. Mm-hmm. The console is gray.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's okay. But the gold one looks cool.
Dress all over again. Let's move on.
Yeah, right.
that Gold Rush console literally looks like the color of California's sky right now because it's on fire.
Yeah, it does. It also looks like the Copper Shadow controller. So if you get that, you'd be matching. But yeah, that's a lot of bundles. And if you don't have an X, I mean, $500 for an X plus a $60 game, you're saving $60. Just saying.
I love Mike logic. I love
Just buy it, Ben. Just do it.
Yeah.
Nothing matters.
It's right there. I might tempt myself.
Now, which one would you go with? Would you actually go with that special edition Battlefield 5?
I might have to. I mean, it depends whether Fallout 76 can tempt me into it.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I think if I was to get one, it would be the Battlefield one. It looks cool.
Battlefield's my series, so it's
Yeah,
always tempting. But...
I probably won't buy the Battlefield one. I'm holding out for a Halo or Gears X. You know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I think I'd have to go with Forza just so I don't have to get off the couch to play them. So I buy everything on disc.
Forza.
Forza.
As Jeremy Clarkson says.
Yep.
I haven't played a Battlefield since Hardline. Like, I didn't play Battlefield 1 at all. Like, I wasn't interested in it.
You gotta play Battlefield 5 with us. Definitely playing that.
Make a squad actually be effective at killing things instead of running out and getting murdered by single people.
Yeah.
I'm not good at multiplayer games, like, at all.
It's okay. That's why we're a squad.
Yeah.
Team.
Plus Mike sucks anyway, so... Yeah.
Oh my god, I hate you.
It's so easy.
It is. Gets me triggered. Well, Ben, I got something that might excite you a little bit.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does Sekiro? I'm not sure. Sekiro? Yeah. March 22nd.
Sploosh.
Yeah.
Very excited.
Got a release date. Again, that first quarter is going to be heavy. Man.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was my favorite E3 game I saw.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, I was so excited. That game just looks so, like, amazing, like, badass.
It looks
like just
awesome, doesn't it? Just so cool, so pretty.
The employees at my local GameStop also gave me a lanyard for it as well the other day.
Ooh, fancy.
So I needed a new one because the one for my keys was starting to fall apart.
Ah, okay. Yeah, this looks cool. Did you guys see the collector's edition that they put out for pre-order?
What do you get with the collector's edition? Sell this to me.
It's a pretty bitchin' steel case. It's white with his back. And then you get a statue of him with the samurai sword, and he's holding it out.
It's a small statue. It's only like 7 inches.
Yep.
But the collector's edition is only $90, which actually is not that bad for
not
what comes
that
with
bad.
it. I know that statue is kind of small.
7 inches. The statue is.
Here in the U.S., it's GameStop exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you're getting it, Ben, or if it's like game exclusive or Amazon exclusive.
I will have to investigate. I will come back to people before March 22nd.
If not, I will pre-order one for you, Ben.
Sexy.
Got your back.
Sweet.
But it has the art book. I think that the art book was sold separately, correct? I'm pretty sure it was. It comes with the soundtrack. Oh no, the art book is included. Oh wow. Normally they keep that separate for $40.
I saw that dope Steelbook and I had to get it.
Yeah, that's a dope Steelbook. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. GameSpot has a good article about it. There's replica coins it comes with, the digital soundtrack, and a physical map of the world, and it's like a little scroll. It looks awesome. I'm definitely going to have to get that. Ben, I think you have to do it too, because
I might do, yeah, because, ancient Japan and all that.
Oh, yeah. No, I think this is a collector's edition that fits you. It'll fit in your room nicely. And it's only $90. I've paid a shit ton more for way shittier collector's editions.
I mean, right? the last collector's edition I bought might have been The Division.
It was The Division, I can tell you.
That took a long time to remember.
You're getting old.
I know, but you know the one with the watch.
Yes, that was The Division.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got to interrupt you for a second.
Go ahead.
So, I frequently shop on UK sites, and I'm actually looking up the one for Ben, and I actually just sent you the link for it. It's £100.
Oh, hey Ben, get fucked.
What the fuck?
So, it might be cheaper if Mike actually buys it for you and then mails it to you.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's insane.
Why?
Man, That's crazy. Yeah,
It also comes with a map and replica game coins as well.
Yep. I said those.
And a digital soundtrack.
Yep. It looks. I'm still getting it. If I have to get 2, let me know, Ben.
I will. We will talk about this closer to the day. Let's push forward.
Oh yeah, we will. Well, I know you guys love Battle Royale, so how about some Dying Light Battle Royale? And not Dying Light 2, Dying Light 1.
This is different though, isn't it?
It is.
So, in normal Battle Royale, you have to just you go to the circle and you murder everyone you see for reasons.
Yep.
In Dying Light Battle Royale, they're talking about you have to kill a certain number of zombies to get plague samples, and then you have to extract on the helicopter, right? Don't you?
Yes.
And the players are just around.
Yep.
But 12 players.
Yeah. 12 players, not 100.
That could get.
Which is still Battle Royale. Yeah, I think it's gonna be much more much more personal, kind of like what was that game that came out, the 10-player Battle Royale that Microsoft shoutcasted on stage? Project whatever. I can't remember. It didn't play that well, so don't worry about it.
The Darwin Project?
Yeah, the Darwin Project, yeah. It did not play well in the beta, or whatever, Insider.
Is that in preview?
Yeah, preview. That's how I got it. Yeah.
Does it cost money?
No, it's free to play.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. It's just running below 30 frames a second, so yeah.
Gross.
Yeah, it dropped. I could not. I'm sorry, if you're playing a Battle Royale game, you got to be at 60. That high competitiveness. Yeah.
Calling it the Darwin Project and having it so unevolved is kind of ironic.
Yeah. But the Dying Light one, I might try it out. I don't know if it's something that would captivate me like Fortnite or PUBG.
I think it'd be a different kind of game, to be honest.
I think it is, but they're calling it Battle Royale, obviously, because, that sells. Yeah, you have to. I mean, any marketing department will tell you have to put that name on it right now.
It's free to play, too.
Yep, it is free to play. We should have said that. Maybe it'll do well.
Attention if it wasn't free to play at this point, would it?
I would agree. If this was like a $30, $40 thing, I don't think it would be doing that well. Or even $20. Look at The Calling, too. $20 for that thing. It could take off. Being free to play always helps you. It gets people in your ecosystem. So
yeah, we'll see.
I'll give it a go. Yeah.
It depends how the combat works for me. If it's one of these things where people just get, a certain tactic and just spam it.
And just spam that over and over again, so you can't get. Yeah. Agreed. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that one. I'll keep you posted. And then if you want to talk about a really old game, anyone remember DayZ?
No.
No? No, it doesn't ring a bell? Yeah, it's because it's 12 years old.
I don't know anything about it.
It was
an original Battle Royale, I guess. Sort of.
The original Battle Royale, to be fair, is 1 versus 100.
Does this predate 1 versus 100?
I don't know.
Oh, maybe. God. That's going to terrify me if DayZ does. Ugh.
You don't think
You're welcome.
Well, either way, it's coming to Xbox Game Preview, so you can check it out if you've never played it before.
Just be prepared to be running around in lots of, do lots of running around empty areas and then just get randomly shot by someone from 15 miles away. Yep.
So this is from 2013. By the way.
So half a decade ago.
2018 right now, in case you forgot.
Nice and quick to the marketplace there.
Yep, super quick. Yeah, but they're in game. Well, they will be in game preview. I saw the Sea of Thieves stuff, Forsaken Shores. Ben, I think we might have to venture back with this update.
Do we?
Yeah, the update looks much bigger in scope than what they've done.
Are you still doing those three different kinds
nope.
of missions?
Nope. There's more quests and they evolve differently.
Right.
So, yeah, and there's a story quest for the Forsaken Shores, and they're adding in AI skeleton ships to mix up combat.
So the skeletons are gonna blunderbuss me to death now.
Well, maybe, or just ram you if you suck. They talked about cursed cannonballs. So you can get those and you can fire them at other players' ships and it'll send them sailing for a certain amount of time in one direction. Right?
Ooh.
Incredible.
So basically you can then rock up next to them and just like shoot the
and just
out.
Yeah. I hope they're aimed like right at an island, rock them with that, they crash into the island, kill them, take their loot, and leave.
I see.
Yeah. It looks awesome. Like a lot of volcano, fire, ash. Way different than what the current scheme looks like. So the area is going to be way different. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back to Sea of Thieves finally.
Give it a
what
try.
about?
We'll give it a try.
Yeah. You heard it here. Now Ben has to come back now. Yeah. He said it on the show.
Still need to get that second challenge game. I might steal Tyler's recommendation, Tyler's challenge, and give it to Joe.
What? There you go.
What challenge?
So earlier in the year, we set challenges for ourselves. Mike's pretty much gonna fail his. Tyler, I assume, will complete his at some point. So it was
maybe
we each came up with a different challenge game effectively for the other ones to do. Mike's was to complete Dragon Age Inquisition, and he can't stomach it because he can't get past the tutorial level, so he can't actually enjoy the game. So Mike's failing hard. Tyler had to do Fallout 4, and I believe he's missing just that DLC achievement or two.
A couple achievements, I believe. Yes.
And I was given Sea of Thieves to 1000G.
Yep.
As one of them, which, to be honest, I'm gonna fail that. That's gonna be a big fat fail because looking at that achievement list, that's just.
What's the most someone has in that? Like 600?
I think.
Still?
No, they've completed it.
Really?
Yeah.
Someone hates themselves that much?
Yeah, oh, it doesn't take that long.
It does take
yes, it
that
does.
long.
It takes 30 days.
Nobody has it done.
I thought they did.
A couple people have 950 in it.
Ooh, is one of them glitched?
Okay, so you have to do awarded the commendation for 1,000 banana crates delivered on time. And the person who wrote the guide says, I've only found banana missions from messages in a bottle, so this will be practically unobtainable. I have done 4 since release.
When did he post that?
June 10th.
Oh, that's not that long ago. That's
crazy.
Gross. They have to fix that. Well, maybe the Forsaken Shore update will fix it. I mean, we don't know.
Maybe. But yeah,
like, all the bananas are going to be on fire.
It's okay. They're still bananas if they're on fire, right?
No, they're not.
What are they
burned
then?
A banana before?
No.
Well, I can assure you that they probably don't stay in one piece or stable.
Well, fine. Burnt bananas. I'll still return them.
I mean, I'm sure you've gotten some friction burn playing with your banana.
Maybe.
Oh dear. But yeah. So I. Oh, do we make this official, Mike?
What?
Screw it. Joe, I hereby give you the delegation rights of the game that I give you the right to lay down the challenge game for me for the second option.
Did you just knight Joe?
I think I sort of dubbed him Sir Joe of Challengeville.
Am I doing this like right now?
No. You got some time.
We'll come back next
episode. We'll do it on the next episode.
Yeah, for sure. We'll put that in there. Yeah.
The rules being, it has to be obtainable within the year.
Fair.
It has to be something that's not just a random terrible game. Like I think we went
to be fair, I assigned Sea of Thieves before Sea of Thieves was out.
Before Sea of Thieves was revealed to be a terrible game, yes.
Yes. Yes.
But yeah, we'll get back to you guys. We'll continue on with
definitely. Next week. Well, moving on to one of my favorites of all of Gamescom, Hunt Showdown. This game looks dope. I'm very excited. It's an online game, but you're hunting monsters and shit.
So is this trying to be like
don't say it. Don't you dare compare this to that.
Well, there are two things I can compare it to, so I'm going to do the one that I know you don't want me to do now.
Yeah.
Monster Hunter.
Okay, I'll accept that comparison. Sort of. Except more focus on the online stuff, where if you go to take down a monster, other people will hear it and see it on the map and can come to you and try to take you out and take out the monster and take all the shit. So you got to play it a little more stealth. Yeah, no griefing. It just looks really good.
Comparing it to Evolve.
Yeah. No, because it's an open map. So it's not a match you go into.
Right.
Right. And you're not hunting other players, you're hunting AI.
Hello?
So, no, I would lean more towards Monster Hunter as a decent type of comparison, even though it's a first-person shooter and Monster Hunter is third-person. And this uses guns, single-shot guns, at least from what we've seen.
I can probably get on board with this. I think I can get on board with this.
It looks really good. And I believe it was coming to game preview first. And then it will be released next year, they said. So, it looks good. Joe, I think the next one had to get you a little excited, right?
Oh, I love Life is Strange.
Yeah, so Life is Strange 2. What'd you think of that trailer?
I'm definitely intrigued by it.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed the first game. Beyond the Storm, I thought was okay.
Super meh? Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of the thing was with Beyond the Storm is it would really be really really slow, and then just at the end they would just hit you with something intriguing. Whatever, and you would just be like, oh shit, what's gonna happen with this? And then nothing would come of it in the next episode for the second episode, and then the second episode hit you with it too. And then the third episode, it seemed to drag. I know that all those episodes are 2 to 3 hours, kind of in that ballpark, closer to 2.
Yeah.
That third episode felt like it was 9 hours, and then the ending to it was really lackluster. But that farewell episode, hit you right in the feels.
Always in the feels. Yeah.
And then I played what was it? The Captain Spirit game.
I have not played that yet.
Not really into it.
Okay.
I had a hard time getting into it. I mean, play it for the experience, I guess. But I was kind of soured on the whole no achievements thing because I'm a little bitch about stuff like that. But obviously, I mean, 925,000 points. Just give me that quick, easy thou real quick.
Yep.
But yeah, no, so I kind of soured on it because of that, and I'm like, oh, I ain't playing this, there's no fucking achievements. And then I'm like, but I really like the Life is Strange universe. So I gave it a try, and I just really wasn't into that little kid. And then, they did the same thing that they did in Beyond the Storm, where, the game was really boring to me, and then they hit you with something good at the end. And, the Life is Strange games did that too, but, they kept me invested in the story through
through the whole thing,
the whole time time travel thing, because it's just oh shit, if I make this decision, and then my decisions felt like they mattered, and if I wasn't happy with what I could do, I could just bring it right back, and so
this one is
the second one is more
it's not what I thought it was going to be, though. I thought it was going to continue on with the two main characters. I'm trying not to.
Oh, they said Chloe and Max were done after the first game.
All right. I didn't know that. I assumed it was going to pick up from there.
Also,
interesting.
something I did not know.
Yeah.
Did you play Beyond the Storm before I get into this?
2 episodes, but I've spoilers. Okay. Yeah, I've already.
No. I'm not gonna spoil it. It's not really a big spoiler, but I didn't even notice this because I play so many video games that I forget like little tidbits of details and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently, the dad in Captain Spirit is the bodyguard at the concert in Beyond the Storm in the first episode.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Someone said that to me.
Is he?
Maybe?
Ooh. I might...
I
Max's dad? Or,
look at it now because I don't actually know.
Interesting. Yeah, no, I want to go back and see that now. Huh. That's pretty cool.
So, a little bit of a spoiler, maybe, if you haven't played it.
I don't think so, no.
It's like little things like that.
More of an Easter egg-ish territory, I would call that.
Maybe not Easter egg, but something like
canon,
like something that kind of ties in to
the universe. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool. I got to go back and check that out now. Huh. I don't think they gave any release date, if I'm mistaken.
No, it's September 22nd for the first episode, I believe.
Okay. And then probably, 2-3 weeks after that? Is the second?
Probably 2 months.
Ugh. I'm going to wait. Again.
I waited. I played the first season. Like, everybody kept telling me how good that first season was. And I was like, I'll wait on it. I'll wait on it. And then, like, I played it, like, a little bit less than a week before episode 5 came out. Because I was like, oh, yeah, I'll just knock this out real quick. And then episode 5. And then, like, I got so invested in it that, like, I did it in, like, 2 days. And I was like, ugh, I gotta wait for, like, I had to wait for episode 5. I thought, like, I would kind of, like, play one episode each day and kind of, like, build into it and then just be done. And I finished the first 4 episodes in 2 days, and I had to wait, like, 5 days for it.
Yeah, that's why I can't do that stuff. I gotta wait for the end. Play it all, and then I'm good. And I'll live.
It's probably the better way to go. It's like with the Telltale things, and you're just like, waiting.
Yep, 100%. Oh, yeah. And then, anyone interested in Hollow Knight?
No.
I have heard that game is really good.
I've heard very good things about it.
Like, it's a really good Metroidvania-styled game.
But those aren't my style of games, so I don't know what to do. Like that 8-bit type thing, I can't do it. I don't know. It does look good, though. It looks like it plays very well. And anytime I've heard anyone talk about it, they've only said fantastic things.
It has an 87 on Metacritic.
Ooh, yeah. Maybe I'll check it out. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll get it on my Switch just to try it. I don't know, Ben, are you a fan of Metroidvania?
Not massively. Like, once you go down to a certain graphics level, my interest really drops.
Yeah. About that. It's more about the gameplay in that.
That's what everyone says when a game is not good enough in graphics.
You're not wrong, but
I know some of these games, some of the platformers and things like that, and some of the classic games from back when have been really amazing, and they have maintained my interest, and they were worth playing. I'm not going to say these things are just all terrible.
No.
That is not the stance I am taking.
For me, it's the really good ones have to get my attention, and then I'll play it. But so this one seems to be that exception of this. Hey, play this one. It's the best one.
I think I'll just continue to take recommendations from people. If you guys get blown out of the water by it, I might check it out.
Yeah. Oh, I'll let you know because I'm going to take a look at it. Well, and if you think those games are too hard, check out the Dark Souls Trilogy Steelbook, right? If you want to get smacked around even harder. Steelbook looks dope, right, Joe?
Yeah, I actually pre-ordered it.
There you go.
I pre-order everything. I got to get everything in before my what's it called? My Gamers Club Unlocked membership expires, and
right.
Amazon Prime discontinues that 20% off discount. So
Ooh,
the other
that's
day,
rough.
I pre-ordered literally $1,000 in video games.
Oh my god, that is terrible.
Or wonderful, one of the two.
Well, yeah. All right, we'll go with wonderful.
I'm gonna be the positive one here.
For once.
Yeah, for a change. I was gonna leave that
I
hanging,
was gonna.
but, you know.
I wasn't. I couldn't. I thought about just like going on. You know. If you haven't played any Dark Souls, now's your chance, and get a pretty Steelbook. Then they showed some more Metro Exodus. Anyone got the hype for that? No.
I want that Steelbook. I have a problem.
I'm gonna call this episode the Steelbook. The Steelbook episode. Yeah.
We gotta get Bond on here.
Yeah. That
Is Les Steelbook extraordinaire.
yeah.
He has so many.
He really does. You should definitely check it. I think he has pictures on Twitter of him. Maybe. I'm not sure. I haven't seen him in a while.
He moved recently, and I know they were all packed up the last time that I talked to him.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That must be horrific for him, like, because they must waste so much.
Yeah.
I know.
But the gameplay, I got you looking at that, Joe, or no?
I actually missed the trailer. I'm definitely interested in it, though.
Okay. Ben, I believe Ben has played both, or was it Metro 33?
I've not touched Metro.
No?
Never touched Metro.
Oh.
This is something that I'm looking at, and It's a franchise that I heard about, but never really got around to. No one I knew played it, so it just sort of passed me by. So I may step into the Metro universe with Exodus.
Wow, that's 2 series that you're going to be stepping into.
Yeah, I know. It's a bad day for my wallet.
Yeah, it's also a book series.
It is. Yes, I have not listened to them or read them.
Oh, hold on. It's not a bad day for your wallet, because if you buy I believe the big Steelbook edition or whatever like that, it comes with the double pack on Xbox One.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
Not that big of a big old ding in your wallet. So you get all 3 games for one price.
If you do want to hurt your wallet, you can get the physical copy of those ones because they're separate achievement lists than the digital one.
No.
Yeah, the Metro 33 and Metro Last Light.
No, there's like that weird double pack.
Oh.
There's that weird double pack. There's the double pack that has both games on the one disc with 2,000 gamer score.
Yes.
And then there's those 2 digital editions that came out digitally
separately.
And they're separate thousands each. But in Germany, they actually release those games on disc.
That's what it was.
So you can get those. You can get those individual games on disc as well as the double pack on disc.
See?
I know that because I have them.
You can hurt your wallet, like I said.
Starting to get mildly confusing.
A little bit. Yeah, it's fine. It's Gamerscore.
It's a bit of a clusterfuck.
Yeah.
But there's options for however you want to play those games.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I believe I own them physically. Pretty sure. I'd have to look.
he may own them, somewhere in the deep depths of Mike's.
It's like 4 or 5 bookshelves. It's fine. It's not a problem. All right? Stop judging me.
Not a problem. Of course. Yeah. Right.
Well, I do have a problem, and especially with this new design lab options we kind of alluded to earlier, right? So they added the shadows, shells, the camo, and like we said earlier, the silver is available until the end of September. So they added more options, metallic triggers. That wasn't a thing up until recently. So go check out the design lab. Yeah.
Do they still have the NFL ones?
I believe those are still a thing, and if not, they will be coming back shortly because football's coming back shortly.
Oh, wait, no, wrong song. Carry on. Let's not sing that. The World Cup was a sad time.
Poor Ben.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Oh boy.
Carry on.
Yeah. What was next, Joe?
This one actually has me super hyped.
Oh, why is that?
It's the Supermassive Games, the developers of Until Dawn.
Ooh.
They're teaming up with Bandai Namco.
There you go.
For more interactive styled horror experiences, like the way that Until Dawn plays.
All right.
And I'm a big fan of those, or of that actually being a thing. I loved Until Dawn.
I have not played it. I probably should.
Last week, if you're a Plus member, it was $5.
And I hate myself.
I think it was $7.50 if you were not.
Oh, even $7 isn't bad. Huh.
No, I really like that game. Like just like the whole atmosphere that they set up in it.
Yeah.
I think it was I thought it was a great game.
I'll have to take a look into it then, because I need another game to play on my PlayStation. So I'll give that one a look.
I actually ripped through that game because that game came out the week I was going to PAX Prime, now known as PAX West.
PAX West, yep.
In Seattle.
Yep.
And that game came out Tuesday, and we left Thursday night, and I got that game in the mail like Tuesday on my day off. It came around noon, and I straight up sat through that game, and I played it until the end, and I finished at about like 1 a.m. Took a little bit of a I took a little bit of a break to eat.
Yeah.
But I was like, I cannot not finish this and then go away, because I bring my Xbox everywhere. Like whenever I go on trips and stuff like that.
Yep. I travel for work.
Xbox came to Washington with me.
Yeah.
That big old VCR box. It was a big pain.
Yep. That's why I love the S so much. Yeah.
Gotta take it out of the bag, and the thing is huge, and you feel kind of like a doofus at the airport. It's like, oh, look at this guy with his big old Xbox One.
I always get shit for it in the airport because I have a travel Xbox because I travel for work a lot. So it just sits in my backpack, and then I go in the airport, and everyone's like, "Do you have to bring an Xbox with you?" I'm like, "Well, yeah. I mean, what do you do in a hotel room for 6 hours or longer?"
I mean, you other than the obvious.
And
I wasn't going to go there, but come on, Ben.
Lower the tone.
I usually bring my laptop with some like Windows 8 games on it.
Yeah.
I bring the Xbox One just in case. Like, I would prefer to play on the Xbox One, but you know how hotel internet's always kind of wonky.
Oh, I got a way around it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you take your little take your laptop, you hook it up because it has a better web browser. Then you take the physical address or the MAC address and turn the Xbox One from automatic to manual and type in the physical address of your laptop in there, close the laptop, and then turn on your Xbox and it works.
I'm going to have to hit you up on my next trip because I always bring it, and it's always really fluky. It's always really fluky about what works and what doesn't and stuff like that.
This is 100% guarantee. If you have a laptop, it will always work because it authenticates the laptop through that physical or MAC address, and you just take that, turn it offline, and then turn it in your Xbox, turn it on, and it thinks it's a laptop.
Nice.
So it lets it through.
I think I'm going to New York City in October, so I will hit you up for that.
Yep. Most hotels now, I could say this is a travel portion of the podcast. Most of the newer like Holiday Inns that I usually stay at a Holiday Inn, they have switched and re-renovated most of them, and they're going through it where it no longer requires you just type in a passcode like at home.
Oh, okay.
And they've gotten better.
It's
coming.
Last time, I went with my buddy Kevin, and his boss paid for us to stay in the hotel, and we stayed at a Yotel. I don't know if you've ever been in one of those.
No.
Oh, well, they are super techy, and the rooms are super small.
Okay.
My buddy Kevin slept in the bed because he was working and I was vacationing, and I slept on the floor, and I'm pretty sure I slept in the bedroom and the bathroom at the same time.
Oh, that's good.
Because of how small it is.
Right.
Yeah.
No, it's a good way around it. Maybe I'll post something about that somewhere. on Twitter because it's helped me. I spent many nights just staring at my Xbox, and I said, all right, there has to be a way around this. So it's a long time Googling and YouTubing.
Tech updates from the entirely podcast.
Hey, man, you got to travel in game. It's how you have to live life.
Got to keep that achievement streak alive.
Oh, that too.
That over 1,500 days.
Oh my god, I had to stop with that because it was killing me. So
it's the only thing that keeps me going now. If I don't do it, I might stop.
Yep. I haven't stopped. I don't know.
Mike can't.
We could talk about that. I can't stop, but I don't have to do it every day. Well, let's move on to the Division 2. A little bit more gameplay. There were a couple of videos that came out of it.
They need to do something impressive to get me back to this franchise.
Yeah, I was gonna ask: is there any way Ben gets this game, or is it gonna be word of mouth?
It's gonna have to be some pretty impressive word of mouth.
Okay.
It's gonna have to be some pretty spectacular oral presentations there, Mike.
I will do my bestest.
Okay. Yeah.
Joe, what about you? Does the Division 2 strike you in any way?
I played the first one for like 12 minutes.
All right. So probably not.
I mean, if it's good, I might reinvest my time in it. I enjoyed it more than Destiny. I don't know if that counts for anything, because I know those are like kind of similar style games. Like a little bit.
Little bit. Yeah. Okay.
I enjoy like the realism type of that stuff.
Okay. This one looks
the
more up
spacey
there.
shooters.
This one's a little more futuristic-ish.
I'm fine with futuristic as long as it has like, you know, like modernized like style of like guns. I don't like like those like fictitious guns.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I think
I think this one could fit the profile you're looking for, from what I've seen.
Is it gonna be what we want though, which is basically just Vegas 3?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying he might be more interested in the Division 2. It's not gonna be Vegas 3. Come on, Ben.
A man can dream.
One day, you can also sit there and dream about Half-Life 3. So,
man's got to have realistic dreams.
You think that Vegas 3 is realistic?
They'll come round eventually.
I don't think so. Maybe. In like 40 years.
Right. When that happens, I called it here first.
Well, Joe, I think I have one that might interest you a little more. Trials Rising?
Yes and no.
Well, would a beta push you over?
I don't play any betas, man.
Well, there's one. You're supposed to play into it, man. It's a segue. There's a beta September 13th through the 16th. And the final release date is in February 2019. Again, super loaded in the front end of next year. Gonna suck.
I used to be really good at those Trials games. Because used to... Well, no, like, when I was in high school, I took web design class.
Yeah.
And, I took web design and I took AutoCAD. I don't know if you know what that is. It's like computer-aided drafting.
Yeah.
It's kind of like architecture, but with computers.
Mm-hmm.
And our teacher would give us like a month and a half to actually do a project. Like she'd be like, "Oh yeah, design this building or design this room or whatever," and all of us would finish it in like a week, and then we'd just play video games for the rest of the project's like time duration.
That's
and
incredible.
And she wouldn't like give us any like anything else or whatever, because like there's always that like one kid in class that like has to be like so precise with the way that he does everything, and we all get the same fucking grade anyways. Like she gave us an A if we finished it, so I would play Trials every day, or like a Trials-esque clone. I don't remember what it was, because I used to do it on like some free, like one of those like free gaming browsers or whatever.
Right.
But when the 360 came out, I played the first two Trials. And
yes.
there
Yes.
weren't nearly as many there weren't nearly as many of the games for me to play.
Right.
So I was relatively good at them.
Yeah.
So Trials HD, I got all the achievements in pretty quickly, to the point where someone asked me if I cheated it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, I did it in a day. I did the whole game in a day.
Oh.
Whoa, that's a lot of play.
Yeah.
That's so brutal. I can't. Trials is something I taking bites.
Okay, so just so we're on the same page, I started the game April 25th, 2010 at 9:01. That was my first achievement, and I was done with it at 11:04.
Oh my god.
So
what the fuck?
Yeah, that's
literally 2 hours and 3 minutes to get the 200 in it.
Holy shit.
Which is absurdly fast.
Yeah, well, I won't do that.
No, but I was so good at it at the time because I had played it so much, and there weren't very many 360 games out at the time, so I jumped right into that, and I cruised through it because I had all the mechanics and stuff down of the way that the game plays. Can't play it for shit now.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna check it out.
More games keep coming out and stuff like that, and you kind of lose your muscle memory.
Oh, for sure.
Of how that stuff works.
Mm-hmm.
Still, that's fucking
I'm definitely
impressive. 2 hours.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 2. I can't.
Yeah.
Can't. I'm pretty sure I still don't have it completed.
Asked me if I actually people thought I hacked it.
Yeah.
And I did not. I was just ridiculously good at the time.
Yeah. We should get good at Trials Rising. Maybe. Well, I think the next one in the final bulletin is definitely up yours, and I think Ben liked Shenmue, right?
I am not interested in this.
No, you're not? Oh boy, I totally thought you were a Shenmue boy.
No, I will talk about this because I played the first one.
All right.
When we talk about what we're playing.
Yep. Yeah, we'll talk about that. But Shenmue 3 got a release date, which was what?
August 20th of next year.
Yes, 2019.
So
literally,
I still don't believe it. I still don't believe it.
This was the crowdfunded one, correct?
Yes.
Or half crowdfunded, half Sony?
I wouldn't say half. There's millions and millions of dollars plugged into this or whatever through Sony backing and Sega. I think Sega is making it because they made the first two.
Yeah.
And that Kickstarter was, I think, to just kind of generate how much interest there would be in a Shenmue 3, which I think at the time it raised $7 or $8 million.
So a little interest is what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, at the time it was the most.
I know.
I don't know if it's still true. It was the most backed Kickstarter for its time.
Yep. Yeah, that's nuts.
But yeah.
So a year. You got one more year.
PS4 only though.
Oh. Ugh. Not cool.
Currently.
Yeah. Currently, they could announce something. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know they showed that off on the PlayStation E3 stage. What, 2-3 years ago? I think it was.
3 years ago now. Holy
it was that
cow.
year that Sony had nothing for their E3 game, so they basically just they're like, oh yeah, here's the future. All these will release in 2022.
3 years ago, I want to say.
Still, yeah. We haven't seen anything from Final Fantasy VII since.
Yep. I would. Yeah. Show me more, please, or just give me the game. I don't give a shit.
So there could be some kind of timed exclusive deal there.
Yeah.
I've not played any of the other Shenmues. Not one.
Neither have I.
I mean,
that double pack just came out.
Yes, it did. PS4 only though.
Oh, come on!
No, it's on Xbox.
Oh, it is?
No, it's on Xbox. Yeah.
No way.
It's only $30.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go, Ben.
Maybe.
You could check out.
It's only $30 here, so it's probably £25 over there.
Or if you go with a Siroku or whatever the fuck it was, Sekiro, it's £10 more.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ben, your Amazon has it for £25.
Maybe. I will look into this. I'll see whether it's something I have the time for.
Well, so that was Gamescom. Everything that Microsoft and beyond had shown. What did you guys think of Gamescom this year? Overall, as I guess a semi-conference type thing, just being able to see it from the internet side. Obviously none of us were there. But Joe, what are your final thoughts on Gamescom?
I mean, I got to see some more of the games that are. I like how they're focusing more on like the stuff that's like early next year.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, because that's really going to be the only. This is going to be like really the only showcase of that stuff. Like,
yeah,
we get like an expanded look at.
Yep.
Of stuff like that, like Devil May Cry and like the super massive games. What is that, Man of Medan or something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
I there was just like so much that like I'm kind of like overwhelmed with all the stuff that they have.
Yeah, no, there was a bunch.
But we got to see Metro, Devil May Cry, The Division, Trials, all that next year, all that like early next year stuff.
Yeah, I mean stuff that you'll be playing within the next 6 or 7 months. It's pretty good.
But, it's the beginning of the hype definitely. Building then, isn't
it? Yeah. Final hype push, I guess. Did you guys want to rate this or grade it? However we did the other ones. I'm pretty sure we graded.
B plus.
B plus?
B plus.
Yeah. All right. Ben, any thoughts?
I'll go straight B. I think that, as I said earlier when we were talking, I think if E3 was the actual game, Gamescom's presentation was the DLC.
Yep. No, it's I would go with B plus like Joe. They showed gameplay, and a lot of them had release dates, like I said, within the next 6 months. So
my major gripe with the whole like showcase, Microsoft teased that that they were going to have a new accessory like unveiled, and everybody thought it was the Elite V2 controller or the version 2 or whatever it is, like the next like upgrade. And,
I was that person.
Yeah, well, like 24 hours before the show even started, someone said that that there was not going to be one there, and I'm sure everybody was like, "Oh, they're just trying to sway it or whatever, so it doesn't leak."
Yeah.
The accessory that they revealed was the PUBG controller, which is cool in all its hindsight, but little bit of a letdown. Yeah,
it would have been cool if they had shown both. Yeah, I agree. But no, B plus. I think it was still pretty solid. Games are always exciting, so you show me more gameplay of stuff that I'm going to be playing soon, I'm all in. Right.
Yeah, there was only like one game in there that like I just completely had no interest in at all.
Which was?
Oh, you're gonna hate me.
Oh, go ahead.
Hunt Showdown.
It's okay. Yeah.
It's just like that game is on the Crytek engine, and I remember the whole point of the Crytek engine was to show how beautiful like a game could look, like with Crysis, and that game just kind of looked like big old Donkey Dong to me.
I thought it looked really good.
I don't know.
It looks interesting.
Just me.
Yeah.
No, just like from like a visual standpoint.
Oh, see, I thought it looked really good.
I don't know.
I was watching
Maybe
more
I'm missing
today.
Something.
I don't know. Yeah, it's okay. But let's move on to what we've been playing. Benny, I think you're going to be pretty quick, so why don't you go first?
Yeah, I am going to be pretty quick, but I'm going to raise something that you're going to probably have some input about.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Continue.
So, obviously, Madden.
Yep.
So, I've been playing a lot more of the franchise mode. I did a little bit of online stuff, and I now have a play that beats cover 2 and cover 3.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So it's
not running the ball.
No, sir. You do not run the ball in this game. It does not go well for you. But they've actually made the the hat count mechanic where you look at how many guys are in the box on either side of the center and figure out which side you should be running to and what kind of play they're coming at you with. They've actually made that a lot more relevant in this game.
Yes.
But only relevant up to all pro difficulty. As soon as you get to all Madden, that becomes completely irrelevant.
True.
It turns off. Which I thought was quite interesting.
Okay. Yeah. Makes you think about it, right?
Yeah, well, I'm going to sit here and learn how to game the shit out of the AI, basically.
Right.
But yeah, so, no, it's been good fun. And as always, I keep dipping my toe into the Ultimate Team universe and regretting it every time I see my bank account.
It's okay, man. It's okay.
It's really not, but we'll carry on anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I've
What, you played something else?
I did. So
Ooh.
my girlfriend was playing some games actually. She's got my old 360. And she was up there, and she's got Tropico downloaded on there, and she was playing a bit of Tropico.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh, do you remember? Do you know how to do this? Do you know how to do that?" And because I full on smashed that game, like I know everything about that game, or I used to at least. I could pick it up and just figure stuff out really quickly. How I remembered doing things. And I realised an interesting point while I was playing this. Two interesting points.
What's that?
First off, I need a new Tropico. Second off, you know how you can have not played a game for months and months and months.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got a completely different control scheme to any of your other games. Yet you somehow, whenever you pick it up, you instantly drop into knowing what the controls are.
A muscle memory.
But it's not muscle memory though, because the controls are different.
It's muscle memory. It's fine.
It's I think it's quite spectacular, really, that I could sit there and remember
it is. I mean, you could also call that amazing game design.
Well, the thing is though, like it's not the same as other games of its class. So, for example, it's not the same control scheme as The Sims. It's not the same control scheme as, Jurassic Park. It's so. She actually sat there and was like, "What's the button for this?" And I was there like, "I can't tell you. Like, I do not know what the button is." But as soon as she hands me the controller, I just press the button instantly.
Right.
So it was really weird. I thought that was quite an interesting revelation to have, that you still have these things in your memory from years ago, even.
Years, yeah.
Now, do you have that bullshit penultimate edition, or do you have the complete one?
I think I got. There might have been one on a sale, or I think it might be the complete one.
Do you know about that?
Is this the separate achievement list, you mean?
No. Okay, so you're playing on the Xbox One, yes?
We were playing on the 360, but I can play on either.
Okay, so they released Tropico 5 on the PS4, and it was the Ultimate Edition?
Yep.
Yes.
Let me just double check that real quick just to make sure.
Pretty sure you're right.
Okay, so they did. Yeah, they released the standard one, like right when the PS4 came out, like a little bit after, and no, it came out on the 360 and the PS4 at the same time, I believe. Okay, so I got it right. And then they released later down the road, they released DLC for it, and they released the Tropico 5 Complete Collection, which is the game, all the DLCs or whatever, and there were two $20 expansions that came with achievements.
Yep.
And I believe it was $50. Don't quote me on that, but I'm not 100% positive. Okay, so complete game, everything that was on the 360 and maybe the PS3. I'm not 100% sure if it released on that. And then, like, maybe a couple months down the road, might have even been a couple weeks, they released it on the Xbox One, and it was the Pen Ultimate Edition, which basically means the almost complete, but we're not quite there. And it was also $50.
Yep.
And those two $20 expansions with the extra achievements, not included. Ooh. Like a couple fucking scumbags.
Yep.
That's our line.
and then like 6-8 months later, then they release the Ultimate Edition again, and I think it's like I think they release it at $40. So
that's really bad.
Yep.
I do not buy used games at all, like ever, hardly ever.
Yep, I'm
like
the same.
unless there's like a really good sale, or I need some extra
really
copies
need
or something.
it. Yep.
If I need some boost copies or whatever, I'll buy them because I already gave you money once. I don't want to give you money 4 times. Like, I'm sorry. I view myself as a good consumer where I buy everything new, but I'm not going to support your game four times, like, no matter what it is, unless it's,
well,
like,
they don't
super,
even get the
super
money,
cheap.
technically. So
Yeah. No,
you're supporting
like,
GameStop.
Yeah. So
Nobody wants to do that.
And usually when I buy boost copies of games or whatever, it's usually because they're like under $10.
Yep.
Or it's something
100%.
that I can like do in like an hour, and I just can't find anybody because I'm antisocial.
Right. Yeah.
And I hate people, and I don't want to like play with strangers, so I'd rather do it myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I had bought the penultimate edition at the time because like I needed it to keep my collection complete, and I was pretty salty about it how it didn't come with those DLCs. Not like, keep in mind, like, I'm not even gonna play this game. It's just like principle. Like,
Right.
the content exists. Just fucking give it to me.
Yeah.
Just you know.
Yeah. Don't be
I
stingy.
agree. Yeah.
And then, I GameStop moved all of them to pre-owned, like the complete collections. I bought that shit pre-owned, just out of principle.
Jeez.
They pissed you off that much.
Well,
Yeah.
it was the only way. One, it was the only way to get it, and two, if I ever decide I'm gonna play it down the road, I'd rather give GameStop my money, even with their shitty business practices, because
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, as a
Yeah.
base.
Well, I don't
Let's-
think their businesses
There's
are
Tropico
shitty. Like,
6.
I get it.
Which had the
I would
release
avoid
date
that too.
got delayed. I believe it's now into 2019.
Yeah, I think it's in January.
January, I believe. Yep.
January 20 what?
No specific date, just said January.
2019.
Yes,
Yeah.
2019. Yes.
Ooh. That's
Yes,
not that
interesting.
far away.
No, it's not. But compared to when Tropical 5 came out, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
But is that all you've been playing?
Pretty much. Like, Madden takes over my life for, like
Every year.
3-4 weeks, and then I decide to play other things as well.
Yeah. Joe, what do you got cooking? Anything fun?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna lead off with the original Shenmue.
Okay. Thoughts?
And
What'd you think?
that game straight up feels like it's out of 2000. Like the year 2000.
Yeah.
It feels so dated. Like, I mean, they cleaned it up like a little bit, like the visuals, like they basically like polished the edges, and that's about it.
Okay.
It feels so clunky, and I just can't get into it. And one of the things that it's famous for is like the dialogue is apparently like so bad it's hilarious, but I like the way that it's like translated, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe. But I can't get into it. I
Really?
also only played it for like 20 minutes, so maybe I didn't give it like its fair shake, but
Okay.
just the way that it performs makes it feel like it's like it feels so old. Like it feels like an original PlayStation game.
Now,
like,
is it... Sorry, go ahead.
It feels like an original PlayStation game, which it might be. I know it's on the Dreamcast. I don't know
Yeah.
if it made its... I know the second one is on the Dreamcast
I'm pretty sure it was
and
on
the
PlayStation.
original Xbox as well.
Yeah.
But that game feels like a PlayStation 1 game performing at like way above its like rate with like PS2-esque graphics.
Ugh. You're
But-
not selling this at all.
No. I'm doing a very piss poor job at this, trying to sell this to you guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, it feels like it plays like a PS1 game, looks like a PS2 game, and I just can't get into it.
Yeah, none of that sounds intriguing.
I'm sure. I'm sorry to
Yeah.
ruin it for you, but
It's okay. I wasn't going to play it. No, well, is it an easy 1,000, though?
it's about either 12 to 15 or 15 to 20 hours, depending on if you know what you're doing or not.
Right.
It's not awful, but just like the overall clunkiness of it is really kind of turning me away from it.
Right.
I'm also kind of waiting for like a little bit more of a descriptive guide because it does have some missables, and I want to make sure that I
don't have to play it twice.
That I don't play it twice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That's a smart way to play. Working on anything else?
I started Spectrum the other day, which is
Spectrum?
a new ID at Xbox game.
Oh, okay.
It's like a little puzzle trials kind of game where you like move through like a maze and you have to get these little collectibles, and there's like 8 or 10. There might be more in the later levels. I didn't really play it all that much.
Okay.
But like just like real quick, it was like one of those like, oh, gotta keep my achievement streak alive.
Pop this in. Yeah. Oh,
yeah. So let me just boot this up real quick and get something, and then I played it and it was kind of fun. It's kind of like a significantly better performing Spiral Splatter with less of the rage.
Okay.
If I were to describe it.
Yeah, I can actually picture what you're saying with that.
Like the rage is still like like a smidge there, but it's not nearly as bad and feels like significantly less bullshit.
Okay. All right. I'm kind of actually interested. How much was it?
I paid $11.69 for it because I believe there was like a pre-order / launch sale on it, but I believe it's $12.99 now.
Okay, not too bad.
So, next one up is Haunted Halloween 86.
All right. Do I have to play this?
Well, it's $10.
Okay.
And it took me 9 minutes to complete.
So a little over $1 a minute.
Yep.
All right.
It's kind of like one of those like really bad like 80s style platformers. It's not visually appealing at all. It's really quick, and like you can just like keep dying and like going through it or whatever and killing the enemies.
Oh.
Like real quick.
Okay, so I have to do it. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean like if you're looking for like a quick 1,000 or whatever.
Yep.
Definitely worth it.
Otherwise, probably not.
Yeah, no. I mean, like if you're looking for like quality, don't buy it.
Look elsewhere. All right. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. I'll probably agree with you next week.
I'm gonna run through 2 more real quick, and then I'll talk about like the last one.
Okay.
A little bit more in depth, but not too crazy. I played that Drunk Foo game.
Yep. Also, relatively
like,
quick.
That one, I believe, is 4 to 5 hours.
Yeah.
But also, plays like it's basically Super Smash Brothers, where your guys are wasted.
Yes.
And the level environments are 3D, and it just feels like kind of clunky because you're literally tumbling everywhere while you're trying to move, and sometimes you'll tumble your ass just off the stage and die.
Ew.
Yeah. Not particularly great.
Sounds kind of rough. Like the drunk mechanic that's in all these other games, Sea of Thieves and Red Dead Redemption, things like that. I understand why they put it in, but it's not fun to play. So a game based around that entire concept seems like a terrible idea to me.
Yep.
The next one I played is Poi.
Okay.
Which is like kind of like an open, like it's like a platformer, kind of like Crash and Spyro, but nowhere near up to the level of quality.
Yeah. Okay. Again, relatively easy.
No, it plays like complete ass, and it was $20. I picked it up on sale for $5. I don't even think it's worth the $5, honestly.
Ooh, that's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little rough.
Last one, which I'll talk a little bit more in depth. Don't Sink.
All right, what is it?
It's kind of like a strategy kind of like pirate game. Wherever like you go around and you travel and like you deliver stuff to certain places. There's like 10 or 12 different like islands or locations you can go to, and there will be like small little missions. It's like, oh yeah, like go here and find this item and then bring it back to me.
Literally,
so you go
just
do that.
Described Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, but it's like a side scroller kind of.
Okay.
So
right.
Sea of Thieves as a side scroller, I guess. That one is 1 to 2 hours. It took me a little bit over 3, just because one of the achievements is for buying this really, really big ship.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty pricey, but I couldn't figure out where to buy it in the game. And that was what took me so long.
Where do I have to buy it?
In my game, I don't know if it's different for everyone else, but it was on the island. I don't remember what it was called, but it was on the island in the bottom left corner of the map. That is where I got it.
Okay.
You have to build like a shipyard or whatever in order to buy ships, because you basically like take over the island, and then you could put a general store or a tavern.
Right.
The general store sells items. The tavern, you can feed your crew and hire more crew and recruit like villagers and stuff to be on your crew. And then there's the shipyard where you can buy like boats and stuff like that.
Yep.
So really quick and easy.
All right.
And then you'll get into like a little
$10
pirate
as well,
battle.
right?
$10.
Not bad.
No.
Yeah.
And that's it for me.
All right. Well, real quick, I've just been plugging away at Far Cry, the DLC, and the main game. Still like it. Beat the Mars DLC. I really enjoyed that, and I'm working on the Nom one next. So, I'll talk about that one next week. But the Mars one, I really enjoyed it. I liked it a lot. Except I fucked myself, because I hate myself. You know that point where it says, hey, this is point of no return? Yeah, listen to that, because you literally can't go back.
That would be why it brings it up, Mike. It's not a joke.
Yeah, well, Ben, I thought it was one of those things like, oh, for the next, 20, 30 minutes, you're going to be in a story, and then it's just you have control over the world, and you can do whatever. Nope, just ends, and you got to start over. So, I have to go back and do the collectibles, which sucks. Because I was saving them for the end, just open up the map and then go back and collect everything. Nope. That kind of sucked. Madden 19, again, just playing it here and there. Just kind of chilling with it. And Fortnite, been dominating on there lately. It's been pretty good. Season 5 has been very impressive. Very, very impressive. So let's move on to, we got a little bit of news here, or what's hot now. I say a little bit of news. We'll save the best for last. How about that, Ben?
Okay.
I know that might kill you, but we're gonna save it.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. There was some Red Dead stuff.
Yep. They continue to put out these little clips of gameplay and things like that. It looks quite fun. Mike's not interested at all, but I will force this into the conversation.
It's okay. It's a big game. I mean, we should talk. Just because I don't like something doesn't mean we can't talk about it.
It's true.
Just not my thing.
Yeah. But no, it looks quite impressive so far. I'm reserving judgment though. If they make another game where I spend half my time playing card games with zombies, I'm not game. The main game for Red Dead Redemption was good fun. So I expect quite big things from Red Dead Redemption 2, especially with this long away.
I think everyone does. Yeah. Right.
But
yeah. So get more hyped. Red Dead soon. Joe, there was a little bit of Xbox All Access information leaked. Well, not leaked. They said it at Gamescom. Probably should have talked about it during that, right?
Did they leak it at Gamescom though? I don't think they did. They announced it today. I think it leaked during Gamescom.
It leaked during Gamescom, so that's what it was.
But so if you are maybe struggling on funds, or you just don't want to drop like $300 or $500 down at once, you can opt for the Xbox All Access. Which I'm assuming it's US only right now. Like they're just testing it.
Yeah, I would go. Yeah, I haven't seen anything that said UK. But
yeah. But $22 for an S and $35 for an X. You get the console, whatever one you select. 2 years of Game Pass, 2 years alive.
Yep. For $34 a month, I think that's a steal.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
The X, you save a little bit of money. The S, you save a fair amount of money.
Yep.
Like the S bundle, you save over $120.
It's pretty good.
Because, I mean, when you figure it all out or whatever, it's if you buy like a year live, it's basically $5 a month, and the Game Pass is $10 a month.
Yep.
I don't think they really offer a discount on that unless you're like a new member.
They have those ones where it's like $1 for a month or something.
Yeah, just to kind of lure you into it to see if you like the service or not.
Yep.
But so $15, $7 a month for 2 years, which ends up being, I can't math right now.
Math is hard.
But math is not hard for Joe. But what's it called? Ends up being $7 a month for an Xbox One S.
Yeah.
Or $20 a month for an X. So it's not terrible.
It's not terrible. It just gives people more of an option, I think. And I think it's great. We should say this is directly through Microsoft as well.
Yeah.
Yep. This isn't a third-party thing. Yeah, for right now. You're right. I think it's a smart business move by Microsoft. Like, hey, so you don't have $500.
It's effectively giving people loans to buy consoles with.
Yeah.
Well, yes and no. It's actually also 2 years 0% interest as well.
Yeah. Which is good, I think.
Just an option to put more consoles in homes.
Yep. It's very smart. People always prefer financing things out. So if you could say, hey, for $22 a month, you can have an Xbox in your house.
I think
people are going to say yes.
That might be more an American.
Yeah, for sure.
Attitude.
I'm different. It's interesting, but I would rather pay one lump sum.
Oh yeah, same.
You know?
That's usually the way people go in the UK as well.
Yeah, one big thing. Here's it all. It's mine. I'm done.
Yeah.
And then leave. Yeah.
It's a clever idea.
So it's Xbox All Access. Yeah. Oh, it's a very smart idea. Then, Joe, there was a little WWE 2K19 reveal. The roster, to be exact.
Yeah, nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
But, like, obviously the cover star, like, AJ Styles is going to be in it, and Ronda Rousey and Rey Mysterio are pre-order bonuses.
Yep.
But, this one actually goes out to, Ben.
Yeah.
A little bit. Because, I don't know if you watch wrestling at all. I'm super into it. Like, not just WWE, but, like, Ring of Honor, and I watch a lot of New Japan Pro Wrestling and stuff like that.
Okay.
But, Tyler Bates and Pete Dunne are going to be in the game, and they are actually in WWE's, like, new, like, UK division.
Oh.
So spreading
UK
it
getting some.
international.
Yeah, look at that.
So,
that's pretty cool.
It's an interesting...
Yeah, they're starting to, like, expand, like, a little bit, like, more into Europe and stuff like that. And they're starting with, like, the UK, and they actually, a year and a half or 2 years ago, they did this big tournament over there where they actually made a United Kingdom championship.
Okay, yeah. So this is interesting because the UK is actually getting pretty involved with the UFC games already. So it'd be very interesting to see if the WWE universe, shall we say, can step into that market, because there's a lot of people over here who used to play the WWE games when they were younger, and they used to be quite avid supporters of the game franchise, so it's very interesting to see them starting to push it that way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the UK is really big on, like, wrestling and stuff like that. Like, you guys have some really good crowds too. Like, when I watch, like, events and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, you guys get all into it. The crowd has an accent, too, which I think is awesome.
Well, speaking of European stuff, there's a little European developer. Maybe you've heard of them. CD Projekt Red. They showed a little something literally this morning. And that is Cyberpunk 77 gameplay. Yeah.
Get it right, Michael.
Shut up, Ben.
But yeah, they've given us a bit of a gameplay
Yeah.
video now, we can see the world that they're starting to put together, what we're going to be stepping into.
They showed off a fair chunk.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks incredible. It looks fun.
It was always going to be something special,
Yeah.
I think.
This world looks massive. It looks so fun.
It's so different.
Gameplay looks really smooth. Oh, yeah. Like, compared this to The Witcher, far, far different, I think.
But yeah, the hype is very much alive in my breast.
Yeah. This was a good surprise when I walked into work and saw this on Twitter. It was much needed too, I think. I think it came kind of at the right time where everyone had been talking about Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
But there hasn't been anything really like substantial until today. So this was
they
well
wait to
timed.
do it right, don't they?
Yeah. All you would hear about it is like how great it looks behind doors.
Yeah, exactly. So showing that gameplay, I think was
You gonna get
was
involved
perfect
with
I
the
timing.
didn't even watch it.
Joe?
I didn't even watch it.
Oh, you should. It looks very good. Very pretty. Very futuristic.
You look very good.
Thanks. But yeah, so there's our Cyberpunk God. Gameplay. I'm excited. It's I can't wait for it. And I think with that, unless anyone has anything else, I think that does it for this week's show.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, and let's do the plugs. So Ben, Twitter.
It's at entirely_X.
Okay. And Joe, what is your Twitter?
It's at CoolKidJoe, XBL. And don't forget, I will be announcing a giveaway for PUBG soon, so...
Go follow.
Get involved.
And our Instagram is entirelyx_podcast. And go to facebook.com/entirelyxgaming. And like our page there, please.
Yeah.
So Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, go like them all.
Do it.
And we'll see you guys next week.
See you in a bit.
Later.